So lately, a few people have been saying I've been overly negative about Nintendo related things, and I mean, that's not true at all. There's plenty of positive videos. I just made a very positive video about Bayonetta 3 and why I'm very hyped for it. I'm just not one of those people who thinks that everything is sunshine and rainbows, because it's not. If there's something good, I'll talk about it. If there's something bad, I'll talk about it. There are plenty of YouTubers out there. There's plenty of Twitter accounts out there that will hype up everything, give you this good sense of warmth inside of your chest, and then when the game comes out and it sucks, they don't care because they've already moved on to the next thing to sort of latch onto. If you want people like that, there are plenty. There are plenty of Twitter accounts, plenty of YouTubers that will provide you with that comfort and provide you with that sense of everything is okay. I'm not that person because everything is not okay. Life sucks, wear a helmet. And today, we're going to be talking about something a little bit on the negative side, and that is this whole thing with Nintendo and collector's editions, especially on the Nintendo Switch, because the problem seems to be becoming more and more of a problem. And the people that are getting screwed are the people who should be angry about this, the diehard Nintendo fans, the people that were there during the Wii U, the people that picked up their 3DS on day one, because this is something that's just getting worse and worse and worse. And obviously this is being highlighted by a new situation happening with an upcoming Switch game, but it's just something that's been going on for quite a while now, and it's about time that somebody called it out. So I'll be the person to call it out. I'll be the pariah. When it comes to collector's editions of games, these used to be non-desirable at all. I remember when I was working at GameStop, you had so many collector's editions just sitting there on the shelves because nobody wanted them. Nobody wanted all this additional extra crap. There were times where the standard game would be sold out and all you would have is the collector's editions. I can't tell you how many times I had to mark down a collector's edition of a game that was a popular, like a Call of Duty or something. It didn't matter. Nobody wanted this additional extra crap. They just wanted the game. Sure, there were some diehard fans who really wanted it. There were some diehard fans who would pick it up, but for the most part, collector's editions were just sort of that for the hardcore collector, for the diehard fan of the game. But as the internet sort of started to rise and things like that, there became a whole new situation emerging from this. FOMO. No, not my big-breasted friend Destiny FOMO. Shoutouts, girl. What's good? I'm talking about fear of missing out. FOMO. And all of a sudden, somewhere along the way, everyone got this fear of missing out about certain games and about certain collector's editions. And of course, with this, more and more people started picking up these collector's editions. And when you pick up these collector's editions, you quickly realize, well, if everyone's buying up these collector's editions and there's none for the actual collector, then we could charge the collector even more money, astronomical prices, and they will probably pay it because they're the ones who want it. I don't really want this, but if I could buy something for $100 and flip it for $200, that's a tidy profit. And this is what sort of spurned on all of this stuff. The rise of the internet, the rise of digital marketplaces, the rise of internet storefronts. Obviously with COVID, you know, it pretty much shut down a lot of video game businesses and stuff like that. Yeah, they've came back since then, but Nintendo and other companies really are a little bit more hesitant to send out products to stores now. And it's like, well, we could just do it all online. You know, we could just do it all online. And this has definitely trickled into the collector's edition. It's the combination of the FOMO and the combination of I actually really want this that is starting to make these things become ridiculously expensive. And the way Nintendo is handling these collector's editions is poor at best. Because now they came up with this idea. First off, let's talk about some of the previous Nintendo collector's editions that were stupid hard to get. Oh, you want this Breath of the Wild collector's edition? Go to the Nintendo New York store. What the hell is that? Who thought that was a good idea? Sure, it kind of makes a little bit more incentive for people in New York, but realistically, they're not the ones that are buying this. The people that are buying this are the people that are going to turn around and flip it and sell it online. There's obviously a demand for things like this. There's obviously a demand for people to get their hands on these collector's editions because of the fact that, yes, there is a bit of FOMO, there is a bit of scalping, but realistically, there are people who want to buy it. And by just allowing them to buy them in this manner that we're going to talk about, it just leads to the rise of scalping because now Nintendo's figured it all out. we're not going to send collector's editions to stores anymore. No, no, no. Let's make it simplified. Let's make it easy. Let's make it a true collector's edition so that people with FOMO will freak the hell out, because we're going to start selling these things on our websites. And holy Jesus Christ on a cracker, buying something off a Nintendo website is not the easiest thing in the world. Trying to get in there with a bunch of other people that are all trying to buy this at the same time as you, well, it leads to problems. It leads to things like, oh, I don't know, items missing from your cart because they've been removed because you took 2 seconds instead of 1 second to go to the checkout window. All because of the fact that, you know, maybe your internet's a little bit slower than someone else. You have all these people trying to fit into this little hole. And it's like, this isn't Debbie Does Dallas. All right. You know, we need this hole to be a little bit bigger. We need it to have more entry points for people. And, you know, 3 of Debbie Does Dallas, that's not enough entry points. We need more entry points to get these things. So, of course, when Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Collector's Edition went up, the website crashed because everyone was trying to buy this up. Everyone was trying to get their greasy mitts on it. And I would say, with certainty, 70% of those people that try to get this wanted it simply to scalp it, because there's going to be a demand. There's always a demand for a collector's edition of a Nintendo product because of the fact that they make a handful of them, they never re-release them, and then like that's it. If you see that there is demand for a product, why would you not make more of this so that more consumers can buy it from you, thus giving you money instead of having them go through scalpers to get their money, and then you just lose out. You lose out on a potential sale. But this latest thing is just absolutely ridiculous because people in the UK are getting absolutely screwed by this collector's edition thing because of who the hell really knows. So in the UK, you buy it from the My Nintendo Store website, the only place to get it. Due to unforeseen logistical challenges, we're unable to open pre-orders for the Xenoblade 3 Collector's Edition before the game launches on July 29th. To give customers the flexibility to purchase and enjoy the game at launch, we'll be offering the contents of the Collector's Edition as a separate purchase at a price that does not include the software. That means you could buy the game when it launches on July 29th and have a chance to pre-order the collector's edition contents from the My Nintendo Store later in September. What the hell is this? What are these logistical challenges? Getting a steelbook? Getting a book, a illustration book across the pond that's difficult, that's causing you to delay this shit. It's like, why did we make all of this so complicated? Why did Nintendo, I guess I should say, make all of this so damn complicated when it's a pretty easy process? All right, it's a pretty easy process. Open up pre-orders for something. If you get a lot of pre-orders, make more of the product. If you have to sell some of the product in stores, you know what? That's okay. People will probably go and buy it anyways. Or just open up pre-orders early and then figure out how many you need to make, and if you should make more or you should make less or what you should do. Like, this isn't rocket science. Okay, the crap you're getting in this box isn't necessarily worth a whole bunch of more money. It's just random crap that they throw in there to make collectors excited. Now, I do love my random crap. Don't get me wrong, I'm looking at my Night Trap Collector's Edition, my Metroid Dread Collector's Edition, my Deadly Premonition, my Ikaruga, my Power Rangers for the Switch. I love Collector's Editions. I love that extra crap because I buy the games that I want to buy. I buy the Collector's Editions that I want to buy. But with this whole rise of FOMO, with this, you know, artificial scarcity is really what it boils down to. It's becoming more and more problematic for collectors to buy their Nintendo Switch collector's edition things. And if anyone thinks that this is a good business model, you're an idiot. You're an idiot, and that's probably why you're not a businessman, because with supply and demand, like, yeah, you want there to be a demand, but by creating an artificial scarcity of the supply, so much in fact that you as a company lose out on money from it, because somebody else is buying it from you from the standard price and then scalping it for twice the price, you're an idiot, because you would have gotten twice the sales. You would have gotten twice the sales as a company, because that scalper would have bought it, and so would the little kid who just really was a fan of the game, or I guess I'm the little kid who was a fan of the game. So I just hate how Nintendo is handling these collector's editions. I understand they're trying different things, but the fact of the matter is, it's not that hard. All right, you used to have a good system. Before this whole FOMO thing started up, you used to have a good system. Every company did. You make collector's editions, you put them up for pre-order, you sell them in stores, and nobody wants them. Nobody wants them because of the fact that it's just a bunch of extra crap. I just want the game. The only people who end up picking it up are the actual collectors, are the actual fans, are your actual diehards who you should want to keep happy. Instead of being like, hey, you're buying the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Collector's Edition? Well, I mean, you know, we'll sell you the game and then we'll sell you a bunch of additional extra crap after the fact. It's bizarre. Bizarre. Am I off the mark on this though? Am I completely wrong? Is it good that Nintendo creates these problems with their collector's editions of Nintendo Switch related games? Do you enjoy paying twice the price and seeing all these eBay scalpers because bots are out there and the bots are buying up all this shit? When I talk about scalpers, I'm talking about bots, because we all know the scalper isn't sitting there clicking a button. No. It's some program that they've created to buy a bunch of things off of a website. Does that make you happy? Or do you think, hey, maybe there should be a better way? Maybe there should be an easier way. Maybe I, as a collector, I as a fan, should have priority and should be able to get these things if I want them, if I want to give the company money. And as always, guys, thank you for checking out this video. If you are enjoying this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. Hit the bell notification as well. You know, I like to have fun here. I like to make jokes, have fun. I guess this was fun, talking about collectors. It just feels good to get it out, though. This is something I've been harboring deep inside me for a while. And then when I saw this whole European situation with Xenoblade Chronicles 3, I was like, holy shit, why are you making this so difficult? And as always, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Later.